fans of high quality entertainment. Today I'm going to be talking about the Kinks. So, I've always loved the Kinks, but I mainly knew their singles. And I had the essential Kinks, all of their great singles and B-sides. The only album of theirs I really knew was Lola versus Power Man and the Money Go Round Part 1. I'm tired. Yeah, I bought this in 1970 and I used to think it would always be my favorite Kinks album, but I needed to listen to more of their albums. I did buy Sleepwalker when it came out, and I liked it, but I didn't really keep it for that long. But with the CD exchange with Glenn Calloway from the Basement, I am becoming I'm almost obsessed with the 60s and bands like Spooky Tooth, of course Arthur Brown, and I know Kingdom Come was more the early 70s, but still. 60s, 70s. Spirit, of course. Such an amazing band. And Pretty Things. I need to get more of their albums. And I feel probably the most underrated 60s band. 70s. 60s and going into the 70s, 80s, whatever. Steppenwolf. But let's reel it back in to the Kinks. So with the CD exchange with Glenn, he gave me the Kinks Are the Village Green Preservation Society last year. And I really loved it. And these are all coming out in deluxe versions, and the latest one that's coming out that I'm going to order it's a double CD of Muswell Hillbillies. I've never heard the full album, and Everybody's in Showbiz, which I've never heard. Maybe bits and pieces of all the Kinks albums, but I even listened to Soap Opera and Schoolboys in, is it Disguise? Something like that. On Spotify. I'd heard them before, years ago. And, reading up, they weren't getting very good reviews, but it sounded good to me. So, getting older, you just realize some of these albums are better than you think they were. And Peter Quaife, the original bassist there, I live in Trenton, Ontario, and Belleville, Ontario is about 10 miles away. He used to live in Belleville for years and years and years, and Ray Davies used to visit him. And I even saw him in a record store one day. But I didn't know until he had left that that's who it was. And Dave Davies, I love his songs, and a very, I don't know if you can say he's an underrated guitarist, but I don't hear him being talked about that much in guitar circles. And I'll show you the latest one I've got in a minute, and a book too. Something Else by the Kinks. I played this again last night. So I played this about 4 times, and every time I play it, I just love it more and more. The only songs that I was familiar with before are, of course, Death of a Clown, and Waterloo Sunset, and Sunny Afternoon and Autumn Almanac, which is my all-time favorite Kinks song. And those are on the bonus at the end of the album bonus tracks because they were singles. They weren't on the album. And comes with 2 CDs, one in stereo and one in mono. And I always prefer the stereo. And then, of course, Lola versus Power Man, like I said, was my favorite. It's now in second place at the moment. And the latest deluxe version I've got is Face to Face. And once again, every time I play it, I enjoy it more and more and more. Yeah, and these Kinks deluxe versions, they're very similar to the Procol Harum deluxe versions. Very, very classy, the way they do them, with bonus material and booklets and everything. So, as you know, I love getting comments. I would love your thoughts on the Kinks. The albums I don't have yet. Let me know what your favorite ones. Let me know what your favorite ones are, and maybe your least favorite. I was even listening to their later albums, like Phobia, on Spotify, and it's like, you know, they're not bad. I was just thinking of, Sparks, of course, 2 brothers, Ron and Russell Mael, and they were big Kinks fans growing up, and Who fans. And it's funny how Ray and Dave aren't exactly like Ron and Russell for getting along. I don't think Ron and Russell have ever had a fist fight on stage. And I got 2 books recently. One is on the Kinks. I just want to quickly mention it's on my ASMR channel if you want to go there. I talk about this, the sensational Alex Harvey book. And I did talk about this on the ASMR channel, so go watch the video. But this is excellent. And I also talk about Motorhead and whatever, so you should be subscribed to both channels. I should make that a rule. So that's it. I would love your thoughts on the Kinks. One of definitely, besides the Who and the Rolling Stones, they are right at the top with them, and the Moody Blues and yeah, I've always loved the Kinks, but now I really love the Kinks. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.